Hey everybody, Larry here, Mitchell's RCs. Coming back at you with a little update video on the RJ Speed, and then we got a little bit of a, well, not a little bit, we got a tear down and repair video on one of my crawlers coming up here. So, as you can see, the RJ Speed 24-inch dragster. I got the wing installed on the back, so the wing's all hooked up. I got all the wiring tied together inside and get everything all situated. I also, guys, turn this on, shut down the light here too so you guys can see this. There we go. I also added lights, guys. So I added blue lights in the blower, and then I added red lights coming out of the exhaust ports on the sides. That's pretty cool, huh? Gonna look pretty neat at nighttime, messing around, flying down the strip. Gonna look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Get this lights turned back on here. There we go. Get some lights on. So that's pretty cool, guys. So I got that. This is done for now. It will be getting an upgraded motor at some point. This little, it's a 550 brushed motor, but it's nothing. It's nothing special. It's just a silver can. It's like a 20 mile an hour, 22 mile an hour on 2S. It's nothing special, but it's going to allow me to tune the car kind of and get used to it. And then I'll go with a bigger motor at some point. But she does move. Whoa! All ready to go. Ran into the camera. We're down, guys. We're down. I'm throwing body clips everywhere. Oh, goodness. I'm good for a laugh, guys. I'm good for a laugh. So, yeah, she's all ready to go. As you can hear that motor, there isn't much power there. And this is on 2S. I said she'll go. She'll be fun. It'll be fun. I can't wait to try it. And then, like I said, I always can put a bigger motor. I can always throw a bigger ESC. I believe the ESC I threw in here, yeah, the ESC I threw in here is a 320 amp ESC. So the ESC is big enough for it. We'll have to change the motor at some point. That's one of the motors that came in one of those ready to run all-in-one receiver jobs. And that's what that is. So here, let me put this away, and we'll get out the other vehicle here that we're going to be working on. Here's what we're going to be working on. My Everst 10. Now, I hit the cameras here, and I got us all switched around. There we go. I pulled it out to play with it the other day. I was going to do a little tug of war against the new Gen 8 and stuff, and get everything ready. So I just wanted to kind of make sure everything was running right and stuff. And turned it on. Oh, I need a battery. Tell you what, guys. So far, these roaring top. I remember I said I got them the other day. 2 of them for like $32 online. They each sell when I charged them. Charged perfectly even. I've played with them a little bit, and so far I like them. I think they're a good battery so far, guys. Having no issue. Plenty of power. And plenty of runtime. Just what I've been doing playing around in the house and stuff right now. It's been bad out, but so far I am liking these batteries. No problem at all so far. Hard cased, nice little battery. So I did swap the receiver out in this truck here. I put the original REDCAT receiver back in it because I'm not going to run. I had a six channel receiver on this, guys, because I had rear steer on it. but the rear steer kept breaking breaking my rear axles. So I took the rear steer back off, and I don't need the 6-channel on this, so I pulled the 6-channel, and where did I put the 6-channel in? Oh, yes, I pulled the 6-channel and put it in the REDCAT Gen 8, because I'm going to have a light kit on that, I'm going to have a winch, I'm going to have all kinds of stuff on the Gen 8, so I need the extra channels. So I just put the receiver from the Gen 8 in here, and I'm just going to use the remote from the Gen 8 for this. And Gen 8 I'll use is the Dumbo RC remote is what I used on this. And I like the Dumbo remotes, they work good. But this is the problem with this one, guys. I pulled it out, threw a battery in it, put it on the ground, went to crawl with it, and I couldn't even get up over the edge of the coffee table with it. Let's turn this on. Okay. Oh, sheesh, guys. Am I a knucklehead? Let's plug it in first, right? I strapped it all down, never plugged it in. Okay, let's turn it on now. There we go. Alright, this is the problem I'm having, guys. Now, these are locked differentials, right? At first, I thought I had a broken drive shaft, and then Gus Customs over the Gus Custom Creations told me to check the differentials, because sometimes he says these differentials go to heck. So as you can see, all 4 wheels are turning. Now if I grab this wheel, stops. If I grab this wheel, it'll flip it right up off the table. So I know this side of the diff is good. This side of the diff I broke. So I broke the rear diff. Well, not only did I break the rear diff during that tug of war against the Gen 7, I broke the front differential also on this side, guys. See? So I'm going to be tearing apart the rear end and putting in a new differential. Well, not new, but new to this truck. I put portals on my Gen 7, and I have the old broken axles from the Gen 7 that had good differentials in them. And I believe the differentials, according to Gus, and from what I thought, they're the same thing. So I'm just going to use the Gen 7 differentials in the Everst 10 to fix my issue here. As you can tell, you're not supposed to be able to do that. Both wheels are supposed to be turning at the same time. So let's get into this. We'll rip it apart. Do the back here. I'm only going to do one on film for you guys. It's the same front to back, so you see the back done, you'll know how to do the front. It's the same exact way. And it's going to take a second. I don't want to waste everybody's time that much. These tires on the Everst 10 for rock crawling are terrible, guys. For monster trucking and playing around like that in the mud and messing around monster trucking, they're awesome. But for rock crawling, no, not at all, not even close. I love it too, because this truck, I got a good set of 2.2s. These are what these are, 2.2s. But I've got a nice set of 2.2s I put on it when I rock crawl. And this thing, guys, is very, very capable. A very capable machine. I took the 540 REDCAT out of it, which was a good motor. The 540 was a good motor for it. It was just too slow. I could walk way faster than what it would go. And I didn't want to change the gearing at the time. So what I did is I went out and I bought a aftermarket brushed motor, which is a Crazy Pony, is what it's called. 550 can, and oh my god, what a difference, guys. Made a huge difference. And then as time went on, I wanted a little more speed and different things, so I created my own gear in here, guys. I went from, like, this came, I think, stock with like an 89 or something, and I dropped this down to, I think this is a 50-something tooth, and I threw a 23 tooth pinion on it, and doesn't this thing scream? Oh my god, won't it haul butt? But it also will still slow crawl, and it will crawl. It crawls very, very good, guys. So don't be afraid of these Everst 10s, just because they're a little older and stuff. They're a nice platform to start with, especially if you like a monster truck. You can make it's the monster truck platform already, with just a little bit of tweaking. Change the tires out and actually put some like Tamiya monster truck tires or some REDCAT ground pounder tires on it, and put the rear steer back on it, And what a blast! Then change the body and put a normal size body on it instead of a intercut body like a race truck body. Put a more of a monster truck style body on it. And you could have a monster truck here, guys. So, all right, we're gonna have to take this all apart. And the Everst 10 is Phillips screws. And then when they went to the Gen 7, they switched over to all hex. And of course, there's a nut on the inside. I can just get in there with that wrench. I don't know where I got this little chrome wrench. It's slightly longer than the other ones they give you. And I got it in a package with one of these cars, and it's been the best wrench, tire wheel wrench I've had. I think it's just because the extra length, but I like the smooth chromeness of it. But yeah, I've been really happy with this Everst 10. And when I bought it, I got it for $120. I've noticed now they've got them back up to $189 because more people have been buying them. You know how that works, guys. Supply and demand. One minute you can buy it for little to nothing, then the next minute it's double the price. You know, kind of like the REDCAT Piranha. You know, it was only for sale on Amazon, and now I guess they've unlocked it. They brought it back to REDCAT to sell, and I think you can buy it at certain stores now. So it's not just Amazon exclusive anymore. You can actually buy it from the company again, which is cool. And it is $119 from the company versus $130 from Amazon. Just so you guys know that too. And if you get it through the company, you get a better warranty. I can't wait. I got the Piranha comes with bushings, and I'm turning that into a drag car, so I ordered the bushing, yeah. That won't come out. I ordered the bearing kit for it, and I got that the other day, so I have the bearings to replace all the bushings in the Piranha, so that'll have bearings in it, but I'm not messing with that yet until I get all the stuff for the drag build here. I have a body coming for it. I have two bodies actually coming. I'm not quite sure which way I want to go yet. And a couple other little things coming for it. Just like the Gen 8. I haven't done any videos on the Gen 8 yet. I got the bumper and grill set in the other day. Let me see. So this is going to be the bumper and grill set on the Gen 8. I set it up on against it. Oh, it looks so nice, guys. Headlight protectors. I got to protect the front end of that truck. It's so nice. And I like it comes with multi-ports, multi-screw holes already for the winch. So it accepts many different style winches. So I have the winch ordered for this. That's why I'm not doing a video installing this yet until I get the winch. We'll be able to put the winch right out through the front. And the winch, I think, comes with a plate. But there's also a plate in the bag. It comes with all kinds of accessories. It's got places for lights to go. And I also have a light kit coming for the Gen 8. Also, that's another reason why I haven't done a video on it. I want to get all this stuff together and then do one video on the whole upgrades of everything I do. So this bumper will have two fog lights up top, and then you'll have lights in the bumpers. And it did come with the lights, but I'm not going to use the lights that came with this because, like I said, I bought a light kit from REDCAT. So I'm going to use the light kit from REDCAT to do these. It's going to look pretty good, guys. It's going to be pretty killer. It is metal also, and I also bought these. It's so awesome, guys. Something I had when I was a kid on my pickup trucks and stuff. These spoked rims. These are all metal, and they are heavy. They are real heavy, so that's going to work out awesome. It's going to look good on that Scout. It's going to match the year of the Scout so good. And the tires for them rims don't come until Monday. So like I said, everything, you know how everything is. I ordered everything at once from the same place, but for some reason they like to send everything all, you know, a little at a time. Alright, there we go, guys. We got this off. We're going to take this and just throw this down here on the floor for right now and get it out of the way. Well, I'm not going to throw it. Did I shut that off? Yes, I did. Okay. Just going to toss it down there. The reason why I had these big tires on it is because I was messing around with the HPI, and the HPI comes with big tires like this also. Because you guys know that the HPI Crawler King is the HPI Wheelie King. The only difference is the Wheelie King had the Crawler King has locked diffs and the Wheelie King doesn't. That's the difference between the Wheelie King and the Crawler King. It's the same truck, they just locked the diffs on it and called it, you know, something else. So we need to get that drive shaft off there. It looks like a 1.5. No. Maybe it's a 2. Look that big, but it's got to be. Yep, it is. Wow. Go REDCAT. Nice big pin. I like that. But it's not a pin. It's just a Allen screw. So it doesn't go all the way through, but it does go in far enough to lock partially into the hole. You can get the Allen screws with the pins if you wanted one to put in it. It would work. I don't have any aftermarket parts on this at all. Besides the motor and the gears that I put on it. But otherwise than that, I don't have any. Now this this rear end right here, you're going to notice has all hex head screws, and I said this was Phillips. This rear end I broke in the Everst 10 when I first got it, and this is a rear end out of the REDCAT Gen 7. Like I said, when I switched over to Portals, I had extra parts, so I threw, when I broke the rear end in it, I threw this rear end in. And it wasn't the rear end that I broke. What I did is I broke the dog bones on the X's. So while I ordered them, it takes time to get everything. I didn't want to wait, so I just put a new rear end in it. So we're going to steal the gear out of that, or I guess it would be the original Everest gear for the rear, which I said should be, it should be exactly identical to the Gen 7. Now that cap should just pop right off there. There we go, yeah. I'm just taking a look, see how the bearing looked. Looks pretty good. I had these all apart, and I've greased them already with marine grease. Oh, let me put you guys down a little bit more so you can see. So they should be pretty decent inside. There shouldn't be any real rust or anything. Just for the fact, like I said, I did pull these apart and marine greased everything. Because you guys know from watching my videos, I play in the water. I just, like a little kid, I can't stay away from it. I don't want to go in it because it takes a lot to clean the vehicles after, and I tell myself no. And then I go over and I start playing around, and then before long, I'm in the water. It just draws me to it, guys. I'm terrible when it comes to that stuff. But it's so much fun to push these vehicles and actually see what they can do. It amazes me sometimes what these little vehicles can do. Especially these crawlers. I mean, some of the stuff they go up and over, it's just amazing. That's for the servo mount right here for your rear steering. So you put a servo mount on here and then mount your servo. That's why them holes are in the top of that. It's got a nice strong backbone on that. Rear end housing. You never snap one of these rear end housings. I don't believe you would. I don't believe it. I know you break the axles in them, and I break them because of 3S. They will run 3S, guys, but it is hard on these trucks, especially when you pop up off the ground. And that's when I usually break stuff, is when I get the wheels jumping, hopping. That's very bad to get the wheels hopping. Because when you hop up, your wheels gain all that extra momentum, RPM, you know, and then the minute they hit the ground, they lose it all instantly. It's a shock on them, and it snaps the ends of the, usually snaps the end of the drive shafts. Drive shafts. X's right off. you guys. It's just a nice big backbone piece. Makes the rear end a little bit bigger looking. A lot smaller without it. But which is probably plenty strong enough. I don't think that would ever break. Especially on a crawler. I think you'd be okay just like that. I'd see this kind of a setup more for, like a monster truck to strengthen it. But why they did it is because of the platform of the truck. There's no place for a servo on the frame. No place at all up there to have a servo. So therefore, they made this mount to set on top of the rear end and the front end so you can have your servos. I'd use my driver, but my driver's getting a little bit worn for my gun, and I don't want to risk the chance of stripping these screws out. There's only a few of them. Just takes a second. What is there? There's 8 screws to take this apart. Well, plus your top, so there's 10 screws. See, guys, nice and lubricated in there. Nice and full of marine grease. There was actually more than that in there, but it's obviously these aren't super tight. So over time, it does come out. But that's perfect. I'm not even going to add any more. Well, I might add just a tiny drop more, but gear's looking good. That gear's looking good. Really? I was just trying to hold it and spin one side, and I can't get it to do it here. That X looks okay. Nothing wrong with that X. These are the heavier X's from the Gen 7, so they're heavier than the Everst 10 X's. But I'm just wondering why when it's on the truck I can hold one wheel and then turn it, but when it's here I can't do that. It's like it actually feels like it's fine. I don't understand that. I thought I'd be able to grab one side there. Oh, right. Okay, I feel it, guys. I can feel it clicking right there. Okay. I just don't have strength enough in my hands to hold that little rod quite hard enough. But I can feel it clicking right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So somehow I've stripped the inside of that out, guys. We'll have to pull that apart and take a look at that. That's kind of crazy. I'll set that there. Let me grab it. Oh, no, I got it on my table. Grease. Ah, I did it again. Ah. One drop of grease, you can stretch a mile, guys. You gotta be careful with this stuff. I don't want to track it all over my house. You get a little drop of that on your shirt, not see it. Next thing you know, it's on your couch, it's on your bed, it's everywhere. So, let me grab this. Like I said, I keep everything, guys. I don't throw none of this stuff away because it's always useful. Always useful. See, these are the old rear ends out of the Gen 7. And here are the inner parts where I broke. These are the dog bones that was in the Everst 10 to begin with. This is the original, and this is the one I broke this one right here. So instead of waiting for the part to come in and waiting forever, I just put in the other rear end. The axles are... Why are the axles longer? Oh, because of the design. Yes. Yes, because of the way it hooks in. That's why. Yes, okay. Because there is a slight difference. I ended up using the cones off it and everything. So you have to switch a couple things around, but they do work. You have to use the cones, I believe, off the Gen 8. Everst 10. I can't remember quite. It's been a while. I'm not going to use the gear, the small gear, because I don't believe I need it. It should be the same. Yeah, look at the difference in these X's, guys. Look at the tininess. They're so short, so nothing to them. They're very, very thin. This is a good double the thickness on the Gen 7 compared to the Everst 10 X's. Yeah, that gear mesh lines up perfect. It's identical. Bearings still feel good on it. I think we're good with it just the way it is. Fits in there perfectly. So, give it to me. It's stuck. Drop that bad boy in here. Let me give that a little drop of grease before I put that in there. I have to duck in front of the camera here for a second, guys. Or I can just do this. Move you guys over to here. I can duck down here without putting my big head in. I need that. Probably still did, I couldn't tell. Just going to use that red marine grease that I use, guys. Just going to put a little bit inside here. That's perfect. Plenty right there. And now, I'm going to give it a little bit in each arm. Not a super lot. Just a little bit. Just because, like I said, guys, I do run these in water. Oh crap. I just dropped that right in the jar. Good thing it's grease and I'm using it, right? Oh my goodness, guys, what a klutz I am tonight. I don't know what's going on. Give that a good little push in there. There we go. Carsey guy always says always wear gloves. If you don't, this is what you look like, guys. Grease ain't gonna hurt you. It's just a pain in the butt because it gets everywhere. And it doesn't taste good. It's probably good for your skin. The minerals in it. I'm going to do the same thing here. Put a little bit in the tray. A little bit in the tray. I'm not going to do the center pig part because I've got enough in there. I just want enough on each side so when I put the axles in there, they get coated with the grease. Just like that, guys. Just to help, because like I said, when this is submerged underwater, that little bit of grease that's in there does help keep this stuff out. Help save them. I mean, nothing's rusted up here that I took apart. And I've done, you know, river battles with the Gen 7 against the Everst 10. And I've brought it out in my lake and put it underwater. I've driven it through that huge water hole over and over. It's you know, still good, not rusted. So that just shows you, if you're gonna play like that, just do the maintenance, guys. It's well worth that little bit of time of maintenance. Okay, so let's shove these X's back in. I'm pretty sure they're the same length. Yes, they are. There we go. Didn't want to go in all that one did, right? Nothing. Yeah, it feels good. How did I do that? There we go. Oh yeah, turns a little dry right now by fingers, but once it gets all mixed in, there she goes. She'll spin nice and easy. So now we'll just throw the screws back in, and that should take care of that one. And then you would just repeat the same process, obviously, on the front, guys, if you have another diff to throw in, you know. Just take it all apart, take it out, pay note to which way you take out the diff. That way, I don't know why I just pulled that one off. That way you put it back in right. You don't want to put the diff in backwards. Put the diff in backwards, and okay, that one's going to that top plate. Put the diff in backwards, and the wheels are going to turn against each other, and you'll lock right up. And I know that from not paying attention, guys, and I put the diff in backwards one day. And I set the truck down on the floor, and I went to take off with it, and it hunched right up like a Halloween cat. Started jumping, and I was like, what is going on? I don't understand what's going on. I just fixed this truck. I was like, well, this is crazy. And then I got thinking about it, and I was like, oh my God. And I picked it up in the air, and I gave it some, trigger, and I noticed the wheels were turning towards each other. I'm like, you stupid, you put the differential in backwards. You never paid any attention to that. So I had to take the truck all back apart and turn the differential around, throw it in the right way, guys. It was kind of funny. And I did it wrong because I'm not paying attention. I'm going to try something here. I put the long screws on the bottom, guys, and I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't paying attention. Running my chops here too much, talking to you guys, and I didn't even notice I was using the wrong screws. Just trying to get this cleaned up a little tiny bit. So we'll pull that out. We'll pull this back out. Yes, I did it backwards. Give me a second here. You know me, guys, I do it nice because I do it twice. I think they're loose enough I can use this on them. That's where the shorter screws go. The bottom has nuts, and the top has a bracket that holds them. And I just wasn't paying attention. I get that way sometimes. I get talking too much, and I just totally go numb. Forget all about what I'm doing here. Can't wait till everything gets here so I can get that Gen 8 done. And then I can have my little pull-off between all my crawlers and find out which crawler's the best out of all of them. And I've got 3 more builds coming up here, guys, right off also. I ordered 3 more RJ Speed drag cars. All different style drag cars. So now I will have one of each of their drag cars. So I can't wait. I'll have them all. It's going to be awesome. And I Hopefully, I believe it's going to work. I bought a 1977 Ford monster truck body, which is just a 1977 body. I got it on the wall over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Just hanging right there for now. 1977 Ford body, and that's going to go on the Pro Mod. So I'm going to have I want to make a pickup truck, RJ Speed pickup truck. I think that would look cool. Pickup drag. So that's what I'm going to use that body there for. I just got the other day. So I ordered another Pro Mod, and then I ordered their stock class drag car, and then I ordered their funny car. You gotta remember, the top ones are going into plastic, the bottom ones going to nuts. So you can tighten the bottom ones, but you got to be careful tightening the top ones as you strip them out. Get that lined up in that hole just right to get that to go through. There it goes. That one went on easy enough. Ah! I got lucky there. It landed on my legs, guys. Remember, using power tools, guys. Don't give it any pressure. The minute it grabs, stop, and then go over it with your regular driver. Don't try to tighten anything all the way down with a electric driver. I mean, you can if you know what you're doing, and you pay a lot of, just pay close attention. But I mean, it's so much easier to strip it out. Sometimes it just isn't worth the little bit of risk for the extra second or two it might take you to do with a driver. I try to bring them in till I feel them just start to get tight, and then I stop, and then I can do the last quarter turn or half turn myself. A little piece of paper in there, that's okay. That'll just help the screws stay tighter. There's just one on each side of that backbone that holds it down. The servo screws don't go into the rear end at all. They just go into the mount. At some point I will turn this, once I said, when I'm done playing with it as a crawler, I am going to make a monster truck out of it. I will make rear steer out of it again. But I just have to get the right style remote so I can change the end points on the rear steer. That way it doesn't keep breaking the axis. There, it's sliding out there a little. There we go. Oh, yeah. That feels nice. Noisy still. It feels nice. Probably could use Loctite on that. I probably should, but I haven't, never yet, and I haven't had a reason to. I've never had a problem with it backing out ever. So now, get this greasy stuff out of the way and we can throw it back together. See if it turns. So, line that drive shaft up. Get that all lined up, put on first. And it's basically just reverse direction of what you did the first time, guys. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to hook first. I'll do them last. I'll do these first. I reckon move them back and forth. I think you could just push them in, but they don't. They screw in the whole way. Oh wait, these are Phillips. Sometimes this can be the pain in the butt getting these lined up. Once you wiggle the screw, once you get it started, you usually can get them to push through. Usually. Maybe I do want to hook those two top ones first, so keep it from rolling around so much. There we go. Yeah. Okay, somewhere here. There it goes. I had a nut. Drive shaft, if I can get that back on. We'll do the same to this other side. Just wondering if that's the way I wanted them, like that. Can't remember. Yeah, they go to the outside. That's what I thought. I thought they did. Oh good, this one is going to push in. You're gonna hear some noise in the background. My dog's running around. My dog's running around looking for stuff. There we go. Yeah. All these little nuts. Get out the little adjustable wrench. Work easier here. That other wrench doesn't fit in there well. I go until I just feel them snug up and I stop, guys, because I don't want to break these little plastic ears down here. And it doesn't take much to break these plastic ears. There again, ask me how I know. Because I've been there. I've broken them by over-tightening. Perfect. That pin must have came from something else. These deep dish wheels. Had to get your fingers way in there to get these little nuts started. The wrench is barely long enough to make it on this truck. Test here. We just fixed the back, right? That's what it was, guys. Spin that right out of my hand now. So now I got to do the front. So now it's the front's turn, see? No biggie. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you change a differential out of an Everst 10. And this is Larry at Mitchell's RC saying thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Later.